Top 10 Movies About College Life. If you're trying to get a feel for what college life is about, Hollywood movies might not be the most reliable source of information. However, if you're just looking to have a good time watching what you wish college was or would be, here are the 10 best movies about college life that you can binge on. Oh, and yes, they are in no particular order. Number 10. Pitch Perfect, 2012. Are you a fan of music, especially a cappella?
Yeah.
If you are, I can guarantee that you would absolutely love Pitch Perfect. The movie is basically about an all-female a cappella group fighting their way back to a cappella relevance, and it explores themes of unusual friendships, acceptance, and self-discovery. It famously features Anna Kendrick and Rebel Wilson. And while it's certainly a chick flick, anybody can watch and enjoy Pitch Perfect. There are 3 parts to this movie. The first part focuses on most of them as freshmen, the second focuses on their final year, while the last shows them as post-college adults. You should binge watch all 3.
Hey, she has no underwear on. We have a commando situation. There is a commando situation on stage!
Number 9. Monsters University, 2013. Whether or not you love to watch animations, Monsters University is one animation you really should consider checking out. It tells the story of Mike and Sully who met on their first day of college and follows them through their journey to becoming the best of friends.
James B. Sullivan.
Mike Wazowski.
Before you get any ideas into your head, their meeting was not love or friendship at first sight, but I'm sure that's something some of us can relate to.
I know, you're a princess and I'm just a stable boy.
Monsters University explores all things you expect from a college movie like fraternities and sororities, campus life, and college friendship, but it puts a monster spin to it, which is quite refreshing.
Oh, scary.
Up top.
Number 8. Good Will Hunting, 1997. If you want to watch a college movie that gives you the opportunity to be introspective and contemplative, Good Will Hunting is probably as good a movie as you can get. While it's the oldest movie on this list, I can tell you that it's aged well and is still so watchable. Good Will Hunting tells the story of Will Hunting, who is practically a genius but has chosen to be a janitor at MIT. He's eventually discovered by a professor who notices that there's more going on with Will than he lets on, and so helps him to seek professional help from a psychologist. Following Will on this journey is way more than just seeing college life. It's about figuring out for yourself what life in general means to you. However, if all of that is not enough to convince you, consider the fact that Matt Damon plays Will Hunting and Robin Williams plays the psychologist. So, yeah.
And God, I know we're forgetting somebody.
Whoever we forgot, we love you and we
love
thank
you. Thank you so much.
Number 7. Legally Blonde, 2001. You've probably already seen Legally Blonde before, but you should definitely rewatch it or watch it if you haven't yet. Now, while Legally Blonde is not as grounded in college life as the other movies on this list, the elements that are incorporated are certainly worth the watch. Plus, Reese Witherspoon as Elle Woods is just absolutely brilliant. In this movie, we see Elle Woods, the main character, subvert tropes and kick stereotypes in the face by being a bombshell of a human and still knocking it out of the park to get into and go through Harvard Law. It's girl power, self-reliance, hard work, and it sure doesn't hurt that Elle is such a fashion inspiration.
I object.
Number 6. Accepted, 2006. Not only is Accepted an awesome comedy movie about college, but it's also an alternative, which is usually fun. So basically the story is about a student who's been rejected by all the colleges he applied to, and so in order to convince people that he is in college, he decided to open his own college with a building, a fake website, and even a fake dean. However, the whole thing blows wide open when what was intended to just be a cover for him and his friends ends up attracting other college rejects like them. The whole thing is fun and a mess, but you'll find yourself connecting with the characters, except if you're a genius or something. Accepted famously features Jonah Hill and Blake Lively, so you can be sure that you'll have your laughs.
I'm the happiest. I'm happy. Hey, ask me about my wiener.
And now a little promo block from our friends. EssayPro.com can help with your homework. Let us know your deadline and number of pages and we'll do the rest correctly. Remember the promo code, you'll have 20 off your first order. Follow the pinned comment and tap a link. Next, click on the big red banner at the top of the page and enjoy your study. High quality, anonymity, and the best price on the market. EssayPro.com. Okay, let's continue our video. Number 5. The Social Network, 2010. First off, the writer for this movie is, you don't get to 500 million friends without making a few enemies, so you already know that there'll be a delicious amount of drama. This 2010 movie is basically a Facebook origin story, and while it's been criticized for having a few inaccuracies, it's still a good watch. Mark Zuckerberg is played by Jesse Eisenberg, and we get to see how an unassuming school project is fleshed out and made into the multi-billion-dollar corporation that it is now through intelligence and some backstabbing and karma. You know, drama.
Their actions could have permanently destroyed everything I've been working on. We have been working. Do you like being a joke? Do you want to go back to that?
Number 4. Drumline, 2002. Drumline features Nick Cannon as a Harlem drummer who gets recruited to play in a marching band at a southern university. We see an obviously talented Devin Miles, the Harlem drummer, come to terms with the fact that talent is not enough. The movie Drumline shows us Devin's growth from the self-obsessed, proud, but obviously talented drummer that he was to a self-aware, considerate, and still talented drummer. All without being trampled on. I bet you that the transformation is a joy to watch. Plus, there's some romance involved, and who doesn't like romance, right?
Yeah, baby, yeah!
Number 3. Waterboy, 1996. Waterboy follows the story of Bobby Boucher Jr., played by Adam Sandler, who tries to navigate the troubled waters, pun intended, of doing what is right for one in college while still trying to please one's family and teammates. It's the story of a young man who starts out as a college football water boy but is soon discovered to have quite the talent for tackling. This would have been all well and lovely except that his mom believes football to be the devil. Adam Sandler played Bobby back in his glory days, so while you'll certainly relate to the character and might shed a few tears, you'll definitely be laughing your heart out on this one.
Water sucks. It really, really sucks. Water sucks. It really, really sucks.
You're bad people.
Number 2. Grownish, 2018. This list won't be complete without at least one TV series. And Grownish is one TV series that really gets the whole college scene right. The Blackish spinoff follows Zoe, the oldest Johnson child, and her friends as they try to navigate college. Interests, classes, friendships, family, and romantic relationships. Unlike some of the movies on this list, college isn't only the background of the show, it's the entire essence of it. And you might come to find it's quite realistic with only a few Hollywood embellishments here and there. You should really consider watching Grownish if you want to get a feel of the different aspects of college.
Hey, this is not a game. Do you hear me? This is real life. Oh.
Number 1. House Bunny, 2008. This is probably the most chick flicky movie on our list, making it perfect for a lazy Sunday afternoon. The movie follows Shelley Darlington, a Playboy bunny who's kicked out of the Playboy mansion as soon as she turns 27. In search of work and shelter, she finds herself in a sorority house that is surprisingly composed of geeks. She then tries to help them to become more girly in order to score boys, leading to a lot of hijinks and adventure. Now, I know the premise of this movie hasn't particularly aged well, but it's still quite the watch, so consider checking it out. And that's about it. Tell us in the comment section which of these movies you've seen and which you intend to see soon. Also, please like this video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this, and ring the bell icon so that you always know when we post a new video. See you in the next one.